We all know the Anglo-French forces looted the Winter Palace and burned it. But this is not what really happened. On October 6, 1860, the Anglo-French forces unleashed their beast inside and committed all manner of evil in the Winter Palace. 3 days later, they left happily with priceless treasures, the palace stripped bare. But by then, they hadn't burned the Winter Palace. So who actually burned it? On October 18th, 3,500 soldiers returned to the Winter Palace and burned it without hurry. Why did they burn it after taking almost all the priceless treasures? To hide the evidence of the crimes? Why didn't they burn it immediately after robbing the palace, but return 10 days later? What happened during these 10 days? In fact, those soldiers robbed the Winter Palace because of the diplomatic dispute that angered the West. Half a month ago, the Anglo-French forces sent Harry Smith Parks to Tongzhou to negotiate issues including opening ports and huge indemnities. The Qing government agreed to most of the unequal treaties, but one thing, not kowtowing when meeting the emperor. The Anglo-French delegates argued that nations are equal, and they won't kowtow because they don't serve the Qing government. But the Qing government, dreaming about world unification, thought not kowtowing means not acknowledging the ruling. So they immediately detained the 39-people delegation, charging them with treason. The emperor saw the Western countries as China's vassal states and underlings, ignoring the approaching enemy forces. He also violated the basic diplomatic protocol of not killing messengers from the enemy. To force the Qing government to release the hostages, the Anglo-French forces occupied the Winter Palace near Beijing. Then came the crazy robbery. Among the 39 foreigners detained, only 18 went out alive. Others were tortured to death in prison. James Bruce Elgin, the British envoy, was irritated by the Chinese emperor and posted warnings that they will burn the Winter Palace on the 18th. So the palace was burned to punish the emperor and to retaliate the breaching of truce agreements. World unification and equality, these two conflicting ideologies were jokes in each other's eyes. The lacking of mutual understanding made both sides skeptical of the other's intentions. To kowtow or not to kowtow, the issue finally caused the burning of the Winter Palace tragedy.